WNBA star Brittney Griner says she does not expect any miracles before appealing her 9-year prison sentence in a Russian courtroom today.
For more, we're joined by former tennis pro and host of the Holding Court podcast, Patrick McEnroe. Patrick, great to have you back with us.
Good morning. Nice to be with you, too.
Yeah, so she's making this appeal. She's been in jail for nearly 8 months. What are you hearing? How do you see this playing out?
Well, I don't think it's going to play out particularly well for Miss Griner. I think the writing, unfortunately, seems to be on the proverbial wall here that she's going to serve some serious time unless something remarkable behind the scenes is happening. But, you know, in talking to people that are close to this, whether it's basketball people on the WNBA side or human rights people, it's interesting sort of the different angles people come at this. Number one is on the WNBA side. We've seen lots of the players, fellow players of her speak out, post, especially on her birthday, which was just about a week ago. Right. Steph Curry, you know, made a big announcement when his team was receiving their awards out in California at their opening night game, and you know, made a big plea to keep Brittney Griner in the front of our head. And unfortunately, I think some are telling me this is sort of playing right into Putin's hands. You know, the more public this becomes, the more of a figure she becomes well known around the world. This is playing right into his hands, which is basically him saying, screw you, America. You know, I'm going to keep her as a pawn. The war obviously going on, it has changed the whole dynamic of how I think this is playing out over the course of the next probably year moving forward. So she was sentenced basically to just under 10 years. Her lawyers are saying she's hoping to maybe get that cut a little bit, maybe to 8 years. But unless there's some agreement, prisoner swap, of course, which was discussed in the summer, there seemed to be some movement on that front, that the U.S. government was pushing hard for this. But that seems to have stalled recently. Then you hear from people that are more on the side of the people saying, we need to keep this in front to keep pressure on Putin. But then the people are also on the other side saying, no, keep this quiet, because the more you publicize this, the more this is playing into Putin's hands.
Exactly. It's a real double-edged sword. I know the Biden administration would love to have something done between now and November the 8th, just for the political victory, although I don't know how much the American people, you know, living their everyday lives really care about this issue. But she's been in jail for 8 months. She made a stupid mistake. She brought that THC vaping oil with her. It was in her bag when she was at the airport in Russia. Big mistake. What surprised me, Patrick, is that there are still American basketball players playing right now in Russia.
That was one of the things, that was one of the things I learned, actually, speaking to someone who's on the inside of the WNBA, who told me there's actually multiple female players playing. Of course, this is their off season for the WNBA, so that's why Brittney Griner and other big stars in women's basketball go to Russia, because they get a huge payday.
Money,
There's actually some male players at the moment. Of course, the NBA season just getting underway, so not the top flight players, but you know, real good college players that are looking to keep their careers alive. So they go to different leagues in Europe, Russia being one of them. I was shocked when I heard that there's actually American basketball players at the moment playing professional basketball in Russia. Scary.
I mean, that's
really I wonder
scary.
Why are they? I know they get a paycheck, but
yes, that's why.
But that's the only reason why.
Well, we know like people are struggling, right? There are talks of a recession and things. The gas prices going up, so we know all the issues. People trying to put food on the table. So some of these basketball players are in a similar situation. They're not making the big time contracts that you hear about in the NBA, and of course, Brittney Griner was making upwards of $1 million just playing in Russia, where she makes about a fifth of that playing in the WNBA. And she's one of the biggest stars in women's basketball.
Yeah, Diana Taurasi, UConn star, played there for a while. Okay, so this was over the summer, the last time we had you in to talk about this particular issue before she was sentenced. It was this guy, this merchant of death, Victor Bout, sold arms to the Taliban. They were thinking about maybe doing a negotiation for a swap for these two. Is that on the table still? Because it doesn't seem like a great thing for us to let this guy Victor out, the merchant of death, out.
Yeah, it was a 2-for-1 swap. You see the other picture there. Paul Whelan is another American being held in Russia. So it was a 2-for-1. It did appear that it had some legs, as you said, in the middle of the summer. But as the war with Ukraine has gotten messier and is just continuing to get more political, whether it's our support of the Ukrainian forces and Putin's the struggles that his military has been having there. He's just figured, I got this as one little chip, one pawn to play in this political game, whether it's Brittney Griner, Paul Whelan, obviously this man who's being held in, I think it's in the middle of the country in a prison, an American prison. So you don't know where this is going to end. And unfortunately, I think when you look at it, it's going to take something to happen between Russia and Ukraine, some sort of agreement, whether it's some sort of stalemate, and then whether in part of the deal, it's a swap of prisoners or some sort of, because it doesn't appear that there's any reason for Putin to make a deal right now. He's just trying to piss off the United States and other countries that are supporting the Ukraine. And this is just one other way he can do it. And he has one goal, as we know, is to stay in power.
Right, absolutely. All right, we'll see how this plays out. Patrick McEnroe, always great to have you.
Great to see you. Keep your fingers crossed for Brittney Griner, because it also sounds like she's really struggling with the conditions there.
Right.
And if this sentence goes a direction that she doesn't want it to go, she could end up in even a worse prison in Russia.
Horrible conditions. All right, thank you so much.
Nice seeing you, Patrick.
Thanks
for having me.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth. No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.